Good evening, guest and fellow Toastmaster. A warm welcome to meeting number 14 of the Gabbys International Toastmaster Club. I'm Bimpy Kumari, Toastmaster Bimpy Kumari, your Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. I'm sure you are as excited as I am. The meeting will be blocked for 2 hours and you are expected to stay for the entire duration. Before we start meeting, I want to highlight some key points. Your video should be on and audio should be off. Audio should be on only when you are called to speak or need to speak. Regarding the topics of sex, religion, and politics, even though Toastmaster International doesn't put any restriction on speaking on these topics, at the Gabbys Toastmaster, we request all the speakers and the role takers to be mindful and responsible and abstain from expressing any controversial views on these sensitive topics. Also urge you to be cognizant of the fact that we as a club practice diversity, inclusion in later spirit, hence ensuring there is no sexist, racist, or any such undertones that create hostility and discomfort for members or guests. Let me call upon the presiding officer for today's meeting. Distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta. Distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta is a winner of 2 DTM awards and has completed 9 paths in Toastmaster pathways. He has been President, Distinguished Division Director, or Distinguished Area Director in the past. Outside Toastmaster, Sourav has played several leadership roles in Fortune 500 companies, startups, and non-profits. Currently, Sourav is building his own edutech startup that is called as Practive, which he founded in June 22. Everyone, please give him a round of applause. And I'm passing the virtual stage to distinguished Sourav Dutta. Stage is yours.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Good morning to those who are in other parts of the world. Thank you so much for joining the midweek meeting of the Gabbys International Toastmasters Club. So today, we are at a very important juncture of Toastmasters, which is where we need to reaffirm our belief in whether we want to continue in the Toastmasters journey or we want to take a break. So this is the time when we have the renewals coming up. So this is that time of the year when the renewals are coming up. Now, typically at this time of the year, all the club officers are busy, particularly the VP membership. And the Gabbys has 3 VP memberships, so 3 of them are supposed to be busy. But here's the fun thing. At the Gabbys, we are not busy during the renewal cycle. We are busy throughout the year. And because we are busy throughout the year, there's no special business during this renewal cycle. It's kind of life as usual. This is the time when we let members reflect and we want them to take a call whether they want to continue in this journey. One of the reasons that we do it this way is that we believe that you should renew if and only if you see value in being a Toastmaster. You should not renew because the club is not getting the required number of members, because we need to have X number of DCP points, because we want to become a distinguished club. So those are very, inconsequential reasons for people to renew. We believe at the Gabbys that people who see value in the association with Toastmasters, they will continue to renew. I just did my renewal for 2 clubs. And the reason I did renewal, I'll tell you why. Because a lot of people keep asking me, see, 2020, when I joined Toastmasters, I joined only for a period of 6 months. I wasn't even sure I'll continue for 6 months. I did it for a very different set of reasons, just for fun and all that. And now I'm almost completing 4 years. I just committed for another 6 months in 2 clubs. So the question is, what am I getting from Toastmasters? Why am I continuing to be in Toastmasters? The reason is very close to the theme of the meeting today, which is back to the roots. Toastmaster takes me back to my roots in terms of my learning, in terms of trying something new, in terms of doing something that I have not done before, experimenting and rediscovering myself. As we grow older, we start playing it safe, and we are always, kind of inclined towards taking the road that's known to us. We don't want to experiment because we are scared of the risks that comes our way. Now, in that point of a time, if someone says, come on, jump, I'm there to hold you, right? That's what we did when we first started to walk. Someone said that, you start walking, we are there to hold you. So similarly, that's what Toastmaster does for me. It lets me take that leap of faith, jump from a 10-story building, knowing that there is a safety net down there. And even if I fall, I will not break my leg or my neck. And that's what gives me the confidence to try things I've never done before. And not only me, I've seen a lot of people do that in Toastmasters. They come here and try to do things which they have never done before, or they have done long time back and they're not doing it anymore because they're traveling the road that's safer, that's going to take them to a more secure environment in terms of life. So if you are also keen to try new things, so what are the new things that I tried? First of all, humor. That's something that I've tried. Last week, I gave a speech at the International Speech Contest where I talked about my Toastmasters journey, which started with a big bummer, 3 bummers at a stretch, where I participated in the contest and I lost unceremoniously. I came last in all the contests. I am very bad at losing. And that is the time I got a wake-up call that no, you cannot win all the time. And that has actually made me so resilient. Then when, more surprises came into my life, when more shocks came into my life, I was able to accept it. So that's something that I learned at Toastmaster. I learned how to use humor. I learned how to influence people without a badge, because all throughout my life I've been a corporate. I've been a leadership position in the corporates, where we always have the designation and the hierarchy to fall back on. How do you lead people where there is no consequence of insubordination, where there's no consequence of failure? There, how do you inspire people? How do you inspire people to be with you without the fear factor? That's something that I've learned here. The ton of learning which has taken me back to my roots. Do we have any guest in the meeting today who is not a Toastmaster? I see Manoj. Manoj, are you a Toastmaster or a guest? Manoj?
Sorry. Yeah, I'm a Toastmaster myself. Toastmaster. So yeah, I've been a Toastmaster for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. Which club are you a part of?
I'm from Beckenham Communicators.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Tech M Communicators. Is it in Hyderabad?
No, it's based in London actually. Beckenham Communicators.
Oh, Beckenham Communicators. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster, for joining us. I see also Bhavya. Bhavya, are you a Toastmaster or a guest? Bhavya?
Hi. So
Hi.
I am a Toastmaster from Toastmasters Club of West Delhi.
Okay, lovely.
Yeah, so I have been given the opportunity to do a role today. So I'll be evaluating a speech today. So I'm very grateful for that. And I'm really looking forward to today's meeting. And thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Bhavya. We are looking forward to you doing the evaluation. We had another Toastmaster from your club last week as a education speaker. I think you know him. We all know distinguished Toastmaster Deepak Menon. He is also a member of the Toastmasters Club of Delhi. He is the past international president of
I'm from Toastmasters Club of West Delhi.
West Delhi. Okay. So I it's from the Toastmasters Club of Delhi.
Both are different clubs.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
For joining us. Okay, I see Aruna. Aruna, are you a Toastmaster or a guest?
Hi, I am Toastmaster from from the corporate company.
Okay, okay. Which company, if you don't mind sharing?
Waptec.
Waptec. Okay. Thank you so much. So this is your first experience in a community club, or have you been to a community?
Right, it is first experience in community.
Okay. Thank you. Please stay on and please enjoy the meeting. Thank you for joining us. Okay, with this I call the meeting to order. And since we don't have any Toastmasters, any non-Toastmaster guest, I will skip the history of Toastmaster part. I would rather straight away move into introducing I would rather, I would now introduce the Toastmaster of the day for today. The Toastmaster of the day for today, I don't believe in giving formal introductions because I always believe in introducing that side of the member, which probably a lot of people don't know. So the Toastmaster of the day for today is someone who impressed us from the word go. She joined us as a speech crafter. And can anyone tell us who know her, why did she impress us? Okay, so while we all try to get back to our roots, she's already connected to our roots. So what was that one thing that you always did when you were in school? Try. What was that one thing?
Study.
Seriously? Okay, I believe you. I did not, sir.
Playing. Playing.
Yeah, some of us were like that, not all of us. Like, say, Renu was studying, right? You and I were playing. Something that all of us did.
Talking.
Talking. If you had Samita as your principal, good luck to you. Okay. Anyone else wants to try?
Exams.
I
Writing
did
exams.
actually
We
couple
all
of
used
times.
to take notes, right? Whether we like it or we don't like it, right? Sometimes we used to take notes because our teacher was watching. Sometimes we would take notes because we needed to take notes. Sometimes we had to take notes because otherwise we'll fall asleep and we'll be kicked out of the class. Sometimes we took notes because when we go back home, my mom or dad would tell me, please show me what did you write in school, right? And that was the dead giveaway that I did nothing. So the Toastmaster of the day today retains that ability, that superpower of taking notes. She's a teacher herself, but I have never seen a more ardent learner like her, who literally takes notes for everything, no matter the person speaking in front of her is a 16-year-old, 18-year-old, 26-year-old, 18, 58-year-old, or a 68-year-old. She will always take notes. She'll always make note of what is being taught, what she is learning. So let me introduce one of the most diligent Toastmasters you'll ever meet in this Toastmasters world. Someone who was a speech crafter till a few months back, now a Toastmaster. She has also participated in the international speech contest of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. Someone who we all respect for her accountability, for her seriousness, and for her sense of ownership. Please welcome with a big round of applause our Toastmaster of the day for today, Toastmaster Jaspreet Kaur. Over to you, Jaspreet.
Thank you so much, Ditten Sourav. All right. Rakesh woke up at 6 a.m. feeling more tired than refreshed, even after a full night in bed. Or, to be precise, a sleepless night tossing in bed. Yesterday had been very chaotic at office. Rakesh had tried to do the best, meet the ever-increasing demands, do that extra bit. In spite of that, his mind was buzzing with thoughts of unfinished projects and looming deadlines. Result, stress going higher and higher. Nowadays, he had started losing temper at his colleagues and friends, unable to cope up with the pressure. Being a sensible guy, he thought of giving it a pause and go into the depth of the problem to find the solution. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Don't you think there is a Rakesh hidden within each one of us? Be it a person working in the corporate sector or running his own business or a homemaker or even a school-going child. The contemporary world seems to be full of stress, worry, anxiety, and all the rest of it. And none of us has been spared by it. We've heard people invariably say, oh, I want to escape from everything. So much so that we've had movies made and stories written on time travel, where the writers have even applied the catastrophe theory or quantum electrodynamics to prove it. On the lighter side, when I feel my childhood was the most beautiful time. Would I want to rush back into my childhood? Those were the days when people had time. They sat in lawns, children playing in the parks, grown-ups talking to each other, talking. This is not what they were doing, talking. Heart-to-heart connections were formed. On second thoughts, I feel, isn't this escapism? Is it right to escape into the past or anywhere else? Capital N-O, no. Why not live in our own world and make our present beautiful? It's high time now we should learn to acknowledge our stress and its reasons. Then use strategies to help us overcome this stress. The need is to pause, ponder, and then act. Why not bring the old world charm into our present? So, my dear friends, the good news is we don't need to go back in time. We need to go back to roots sitting in our own longitudes, latitudes, our time zones. In simpler terms, we need to go back to our basics. More about the theme later, where I would want to know your idea of going back to roots. Let's get going with today's meeting and quickly understand the meeting structure. Toastmasters meetings are built around three elements. First, the prepared speeches, where the speeches are delivered according to the individual speaker's path level project in accordance to the Toastmasters international guidelines. Second, the impromptu speeches, which are called as table topics. This is the most interesting section as it tests the impromptu thinking skills of the speaker. This is the part of the meeting where our guests can also participate. More information about this, I would like to leave for our table topics master. Third, and the last section is the evaluation session conducted by the general evaluator. Today, our general evaluator is Toastmaster Shrilakshmi Hegde. She's a certified image consultant and soft skills trainer by profession. Her interest in public speaking and leadership skills made her join Toastmasters. She is double, triple crown winner and double path breaker. She's the founder of ImageNetic Image Consulting Services. Also, to tell you something more about our general evaluator today, her idea of going back to roots is breaking away from the artificiality of the world. She tries to hold on to her spiritualism. She loves to travel and to try local cuisines while traveling. I invite Toastmaster Shrilakshmi to the virtual stage and address the audience. Over to you, Toastmaster Shrilakshmi.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Jaspreet code, and thank you for bringing me out, which I am not aware of it. As soon as you asked message me question, I am thinking of it, thinking about me. What should I tell about which I have, which no one knows in our meeting. Then I thought, this is the one thing many people might not know. Fantastic job, Toastmaster Jaspreet. Now, as a general evaluator, I will be evaluating what are the good things we had done in the meeting, what are the things we need to improve. Everything I have been noting down. And as a GE, it's not easy for me to evaluate the whole meeting alone. I have a wonderful tag team with me, timer, R counter, grammarian, and listener. Now I call our TAGL team and introduce their role. First, I will call our post timer, Samita Kar. Samita has 30 plus years of experience in the academy as a principal and now as a trainer. She's the mother of two wonderful children and one of them her son. So we introduce her to Toastmasters. Samita, can you please explain about your role, please?
Good evening, everybody. Time and tide waits for none. So today, I'll be the timekeeper. As a timekeeper, my role will be just to note how much time you all are taking. We have three sections, that is the prepared speeches, the table topics, and the evaluation section. In the speech section, all the three speeches are 5 to 7 minutes in length. I will raise my green card at the 5th minute, my yellow card at the 6th minute, and the red card at the 7th minute. In the table topics, you will be given 1 to 2 minutes to speak. And both for table topics and for prepared speeches, we will be giving a grace of 30 seconds. For table topics, I will be raising my green card at 1 minute, my yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and the red card at 2 minutes. However, I will not change the red card even if you exceed the time. Evaluation is between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll be raising the green card. At 2 minutes, 30 seconds, I'll be raising the yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I will raise the red card. I will give you the timing report as and when General Evaluator calls me. Thank you, and over to you, Madam.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Samita. Thank you very much. Now it's time to call our counter for today. Our counter for today is Jitender Rulaniya. Jitender Rulaniya is a travel enthusiast who is interested in different cultures and values, proficient horse rider who believe in circle of influence, always focusing on things which he can control. He is passionate about running. It's like a meditation for him. Jitender, can you please explain about your counter role for today?
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Today, my role as a counter is to listen and make note of unnecessary words and sound used by all the speakers and role players during today's meeting. So the report will focus on 5 different areas. Filler words, for example, Second one, inappropriate interjections. For instance, and, well, you know, but, so. Third one is use of crutch words. For example, basically, actually, this thing, etc. Fourth one is repetitive words or phrases in the form of I mean, this means. And fifth is unintentional long or short pauses made by speakers. So I'll present the rest of my report when called upon by General Evaluator. So over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jitender. Now it's time to call our grammarian and to introduce word of the day. And for the grammarian for today is Raja Balaji. He is a network engineer by profession and Toastmaster.
Sorry for the interruption. Toastmaster, I will be the listener.
Okay, sorry. Sorry, I'm sorry. It's my mistake. Sorry, I'm very much sorry. Sorry. Okay. It's time for call our grammarian. It's Upasana Ghosh. I'll tell her to introduce word of the day and explain about her role. Upasana is a chirpy, happy-to-go-lucky bookworm who loves to eat, cook, travel, listen to music, and read about Indian mythology. She's been fortunate enough to visit 13 countries and love exploring new cultures. Currently, she works as a senior technical writer for an MNC. Upasana, can you please explain about your role and introduce word of the day for today?
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator, for the warm welcome. As a grammarian, today I will be looking on all the good usage of words and good usage of anaphora, metaphor, and everything. Today, the word of the day, as per our theme, is heritage, which means refers to cultural, historical, or natural legacy passed down from previous generation. Usage, as we celebrate our theme, Back to Roots, let us take pride in our rich heritage and embrace the traditions that connect us to our ancestors. This is the word of the day, and I would encourage each and everybody to use the word of the day. When called upon by our General Evaluator, I will present my grammarian report. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Upasana. And now coming to our last role for today, it's our listener. That is, our listener for today is Raja Balaji. Toastmaster Raja Balaji is a network engineer by profession and Toastmaster by passion. He loves to travel new places, connect to new people. Introvert, trying to be ambivert, just do it is his favorite quote. Over to you, Raja Balaji.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator, and very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Today, I am the listener. I will pay close attention to each and every speakers, and I will draft a short question. At the end of the meeting, I will ask these questions. The purpose of asking this question is to test our listening skill. Let's see how much do we listen in each and every meeting, each and every segment. Over to you, listener. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much, listener Raja Balaji. Now it's time to now I hand over the stage to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Jaspreet Kaur. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Jaspreet.
Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator, for introducing the TAGL team. Maintaining the heritage of the Toastmasters Club. Let's move ahead. and look into the speakers, the prepared speakers who are waiting eagerly to deliver their speeches. Let's end their stress and anxiety and move ahead into the prepared speech section. Our first speaker for the day is Toastmaster Sudharma Parera, and the evaluator is Toastmaster Manoj Nair. Toastmaster Manoj, can you please confirm your presence?
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Toastmaster Sudharma's path is visionary communication. She's delivering level 1, project 3, vocal variety and body language. Toastmaster Sudharma stays in Venapova, Sri Lanka. She's a fellow chartered accountant and an MBA. She's the vice president education of the Gabbys online Toastmasters Club. On the personal front, Sudharma is interested in learning new things, getting to know new people, and traveling to new places. Something new about her, she likes to watch Korean drama in her free time. Surprising for some, the K-dramas can improve our mental health. They are considered good to deal with anxiety and even help us boost our mood. The purpose of Sudharma's project today is for the member to practice using vocal variety or body language to enhance a speech. Timer, please note, the speech duration is 5 to 7 minutes. Sudharma Parera, thank you. Thank you, Sudharma Parera.
How many times a day you say thank you? Let's say, take a second to think about this. Toastmaster of the day, how many times?
I am a person who uses thank you every time. Somebody does something, I am out with a thank you. I love this word very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jaspreet. Dear Toastmaster of the day and my dear fellow Toastmasters. In 2001, when I was in grade 8, my BTS teacher asked that question from us. My 12 years old self wondered, how many times? Not only that, he also asked, how many times a day you say, God bless? I couldn't count it. Most probably less than once per day. From that day onwards, I started to say thank you at each and every possible moment. It became a habit. Do you know, if we continue one action for 21 days, it will become a habit. Our habit will become our behavior, and our behavior will become our impression of identity. Once I became an adult, I came to know that gratitude is a must if you wish to have a positive mindset. What do you think? Do you also think about like that? Gratitude is a must or not? If we appreciate what we have, our blessings and our situations, it will create a positive vibration within and outside ourselves. It will create more enthusiastic and energetic environment. Not only that, if we are complaining what we don't have, and it will guide us to negative vibration, and it will create a bad day, bad week, and bad month.
Yeah.
I will give you some tips to practice gratitude and keep your positive mindset. First one, early in the morning on the bed, you can say thank you at least 3 things. What you have, what you enjoy. When you are showering, you can enjoy your showering by appreciating each and every body element. Before taking your meal, you can say thank you in silently in your mind and enjoy your food. When you receive money, when you pay money, you can say thank you in your mind and you receive the money. It's called arigato money. Japanese, it's called arigato money. And also, not only that, if you want to practice gratitude before go to bed, update your gratitude journal. You can say thank you, what you experienced, what you received, and what you enjoyed within the day. It will become a habit if you continue it for 21 days. After practicing these gratitude practices, you will realize that life is very short to worry about unnecessary things. And you will tend to avoid unnecessary arguments at each and every possible moment. There are some exercises which will create new feeling. Those are called exercises to brain. First one, enjoy your surrounding. Even though you are traveling by a packed bus or with huge traffic, you can look out of the window and enjoy your surrounding. You can see a lot of new places, new buildings, and new vehicles. Today also I experienced that kind of situation, and I realized that our mountain of garbage in Colombo City, I had seen it from far away. Today I saw it nearly. I was very happy because I could see it, because I look around my situations and out of the window when I was traveling. Try to connect with new people when you are traveling. When you connect with new people, you will feel that it is a new feeling. You can enjoy the new feeling of getting to know new people and their behaviors. You can practice a new skill like musical instrument, hobby, or sport. It also a great exercise to your brain. Not only that, you can go to new destinations, you can travel to new places, and it will give you a positive vibration. If you practice these brain exercises, it also gives you a positive feeling, and you will feel that life is very beautiful, and you will not criticize your warriors, and you will enjoy the life. You will tend to control what you can control only. What are the things we can control? Those are the things we decide to before we enter into our mind. For example, you like to watch TV. You can decide whether you are watching TV every day or activate the news alert and get the information what you need. I have done it for many years. I can't remember the day when I was watching my news, TVs, teledramas, usual teledramas in TV. I can't remember because I had stopped, I think, from 2005 when I was doing my A levels. Not only that, you can stop following others like in social media like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. When we are using our social media, we tend to compare ourselves with their lives, and our gratitude will become a regret. It also I have done for many years, and I can't remember the date. I have stopped using Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. I have accounts I am not using actually. Dear Toastmasters, if you wish to have a positive mindset and positive lifestyle with new feeling, you can practice these gratitude exercises and brain exercises. Shall we enjoy our present moment with these exercises and enjoy our day-to-day life? Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Sudharma, for that great thought. Life indeed is very beautiful, and it is very important to form the right habits and behavior at the right age. Thank you very much once again. Moving on to our next speaker, we have Monica Ashwini, who will be evaluated by Toastmaster Bhavya. Toastmaster Bhavya, can you please confirm your presence?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, thank you. Monica Ashwini is delivering Level 3 Project 1 speech of the Path Visionary Communication. The project name is Develop a Communication Plan. Monica Ashwini is an MBA and a management consultant at Accenture Strategy. She is a bibliophile, gardening enthusiast, fitness freak, and a baker. The purpose of her project today is for the member to practice developing a communication plan. Timer, please note, the speech duration is 5 to 7 minutes. Monica Ashwini, communication works for those who work at it. Communication works for those who work at it, Monica Ashwini.
It is often said that communication is the solvent of all the problems, and it is also the foundation for personal mastery. Few weeks back, I delivered a speech on various kinds of communication styles that one can have. And I also discussed how I transitioned from a very direct kind of communication style to an analytical one. Did anyone get a chance to see that speech of mine? May I see a show of hands, please? Anyone? Okay, no problem. I'll give you a quick recap. There are generally 4 kinds of communication styles. Number 1, direct, wherein I am very clear and concise in what I want to deliver in front of the audience. Number 2, analytical, wherein I know what is the objective out of a meeting, for example, and I know that I will do the research, I will take the meeting ahead. Number 3, initiating. For example, I'm the one in a corporate meeting and I will be the one who will drive that meeting ahead. I will initiate conversations in a meeting or, for example, with my friends in personal life, etc. And number 4, supportive. I'll take a step back. Probably I'm a listener. I will only answer when I'm asked. So I'll take you around 10 years back, rather 8 to 10 years back. I joined my first corporate setup fresh out of engineering. My first corporate setup wasn't very easy for me. I took my own time to adjust in that environment altogether. So I used to go and be a part of all those corporate meetings. I used to be with my team members. And there was one constant feedback that I received in my 2-year stint over there. Number 1, that I was not clear and concise in what I wanted to say, what I wanted to communicate in front of the audience. Because when I used to be a part of those corporate meetings, so when I was asked to talk about some of my deliverables, there were some aspects of the deliverables that I would always assume that a certain section of audience will always understand. So I misunderstood that a certain section of audience will understand this thing by default. And that is where I went wrong. I was not clear and concise in my communication. Number 2, the feedback that I received was I lacked networking skills. I thought that my communication style was very much supportive in nature. I only used to speak even in informal meetings. I only used to speak when I was asked, and that is where I lacked. So what did I do? Post 2 years, I decided I should build a communication plan. I should work on myself. So I jotted down 4 points. What, why, how, and how well. Now, these are the 4 aspects of the communication plan I built to develop my communication strategy in the future. Number 1, what did I do to build my communication plan? What did I do to improve my communication skills? When I used to attend those corporate meetings, I used to go with a fixed mindset in my mind that yes, I need to achieve a certain thing, a certain deliverable out of this meeting. And number 2, I used to jot down my thoughts on notepad or on a piece of paper, and I used to analyze what is required in that particular meeting. The second aspect of my communication plan, why? Why did I need to improve my communication strategy? Why did I need it in the first place? Everything was going fine. I needed it because it is very important for one's career progression, of course. But I'll give you an example of my personal life. I'm a mother to a 1-year-old daughter, as you all must be knowing over here. And whenever I visit my pediatrician, she always says that it is very, very important to communicate with your child as much as you can. Why? Because your daughter's brain, your daughter's inner voice is the parent. So that means whatever my child is thinking or wants to communicate will be communicated through me. So this is just an example of a personal life situation wherein it suggests that communication is immensely important for each one of us. Number 3, how did I do it? I used to go for tea breaks or coffee breaks in my work life. And I always used to get in touch with people, talk to them about anything apart from work. For example, their family, where they stay, what is their passion, what are their hobbies, and whatnot. This is the way I improved my networking skills. And number 4, how well. So this is a parameter that I'm still working on. How well? It is a continuous improvement for me. 8 years now in my professional career, I think I have improved a bit, which is why I have moved from one career progression level to another. but I think there is a lot to improve in my aspect. I need to speak slowly. That is one of the biggest or one of the most important feedback I have received in my Toastmasters journey. I need to smile a bit. I need to bring in humor. So those are the things that I'm still working on. That is why I said how well part parameter of communication strategy is very, very important. In the end, I would urge all of you to work on your communication skills, because it's not that if you improve your communication skills, you will be able to communicate better with others. Of course, it's that. But most importantly, you will know what you want to say. You will know how you behave in certain situations. So that is my advice to all of you here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Monica, for sharing the journey of your transition with us. It was great to hear it. And yes, the power of the WH words and the smile and the conversation, the communication with the young ones in the house is so very important. The next speaker for today is Yogita Upadhayay. She will be evaluated by Toastmaster Smruti Mohanty. Smruti, can you please confirm your presence in the meeting?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, thank you so much. Toastmaster Yogita is attempting her level 3 project 1 of the path, Dynamic Leadership. The project name is Negotiate the Best Outcome. Yogita is a go with the flow people's person. She's enjoying her phase as an HR and image and soft skills trainer. Beyond the 9 to 5 hustle, you'll find her dancing, reading, mind-bending books, exploring new places, or experimenting with different foods. The purpose for Yogita's project is for the member to learn about different types of negotiation and the strategies that can be used when negotiating. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspect of a past or future negotiation in his or her life. Timer, please note, the speech duration is 5 to 7 minutes. Yogita Upadhyay, getting to a yes. Getting to a yes, Yogita Upadhyay.
Somebody once said, negotiation is not a weakness, it's a power. I agree with this sentiment. Whether you are discussing a business deal, navigating a conflict, or simply trying to reach a consensus, the ability to negotiate effectively can open the doors and create multiple opportunities. Everything in our life is negotiation. In negotiation, 3 key things make a big difference. Number 1, listening carefully. Number 2, understanding how others feel. And number 3, thinking outside the box. How can we leverage these skills to navigate challenging conversations and achieve mutually beneficial outcomes? Listening carefully means paying close attention to what the other person is saying. This helps you learn more about their needs and wants, making it easier to find common ground. Number 2, as we discussed, understanding how others feel. It is as simple as that. It simply means to put yourself in somebody else's shoes and seeing the world from their perspective. It's about showing empathy and respect, which helps build trust and goodwill. Thinking outside the box means being creative and coming up with new ideas and solutions. Sometimes the best agreements come from thinking in new and different ways, rather than just sticking to the normal ways of doing things. Now, by using these skills, you can improve your negotiation styles and find solutions that work for everyone involved. Let's explore the power of negotiation through a real life experience. Hear me out. Whilst in year 2020, I was working in an organization. I have been working in this organization for 2 years now, and I'm still not promoted. Ram has the same experience. Anita has the same experience. All of them are promoted, but I am not. It is very demotivating for me. And I cannot continue my job like this. My group project manager, who was sitting in front of me, smiled and said, Yogita, you will get promoted at the right time. I asked him immediately, can you please give me a timeline? He said, I cannot give you a timeline. I immediately got up from the chair, walked away from the discussion, and the next day, I handed over my resignation papers. That's how I negotiated for a promotion with my group project manager way back in the year 2020. And clearly, this was a failed experience and a disastrous experience. How many of you have had an experience like this in your career? Research carried out by the Carnegie Institute of Technology shows that 85% of your financial success is due to your personality and ability to communicate, negotiate, and lead. Shockingly, only 15% is due to technical knowledge. Negotiation is a very critical skill that all of us must have to become successful in life. Due to the absence of these negotiation skills, I used to always look at any problem from my perspective, instead of trying to look at it from others' viewpoint. For example, I would say, I'm working really hard and you need to reward me for that. During the negotiation process, my brain will be cluttered and actively thinking that how can I shoot down the other person, instead of thinking how to focus on the conversation. For example, I would say things like, you guys don't understand the value I'm adding to the organization. My hard work is not paid. My loyalty is of no use here. And the third biggest mistake that I always used to do, I always used to take a fight or a flight approach. I would say, I'll quit my job if I don't get the promotion. I read a number of books on negotiation styles, and I learned that there are 3 basic techniques that successful people use in their negotiation. They listen, they understand others' perspectives, and they think creatively to get the situation in their favor. Now, you must be wondering what happened to me later. Years passed, I again landed up in a situation where I had to negotiate for my salary rise. This time, I started my conversation in an assertive tone with my senior manager, Dakshi. Dakshi, I love my job. I love handling this team, and I love this organization. If there is one thing that is bothering me today, it is my salary. It is not competitive and it does not enable me to deliver my best. I would like to build a long career here, and hence I am requesting for a salary rise. She immediately said, Yogita, I'm surprised. You're not motivated? You're already paid in par with the industry. I smiled and said, Dakshi, I benchmarked my salary with some of the peers in the industry who are doing similar work, and I am paid 20% less than what the industry pays to somebody with my experience. Now, she was a smart negotiator. She asked, why should I give you a hike now, out of the blue? It's not even a regular cycle. It's absolutely impossible. I said, I have completed 200% of my recruitment targets for our niche clients. Not only that, my recruited candidates are working for quite a long time now, improving our reputation in front of our clients, which has further helped more high priority requests from their end, which helps us to stay ahead of our competitors. I have also maximized employee retention within the organization, and that has eliminated internal hustles for the resources. I have been consistently ranked high in my performance reviews, and it's easy for me to walk away and find another job with a 30% hike. But like I said before, I love my job, I love my team, and I love this organization. Moreover, I have signed up for a part-time executive MBA program, and I need some extra cash to pay for my tuition fees. That's why I have come to you now. Dakshi said, please email me, and I cannot promise you anything, but I will surely think upon that. I asked her politely, when can I get back to you on this? She said, within 2 weeks, I'll get back to you. In a week, she called me and said, Yogita, can you come into my cabin? I said, sure. When I walked into the cabin, I was really anxious as I thought I've stepped into a well. She gave me a letter and I opened it. It gave me a 20% hike. That is how I paved my way on getting to a yes in a world where smart negotiators like Dakshi were already there to give me a less hike than what I deserved. Therefore, next time you are negotiating, please remember, are you truly listening, understanding, and exploring all the possibilities? Because mastering these skills can turn all the no's into a yes. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Amazing, Yogita. What a speech. Thinking outside the box, being empathetic, and the importance of the right time with your own personal example. Kudos to you. Before we move ahead, timer, could you tell us if there is any disqualification today?
Yes, speaker 3, Yogita, she is disqualified.
All right. So Zoom Master, can we launch the poll right now?
Yes, Toastmaster of the Day, Jaspreet, I will be launching it. You
Yeah.
can carry on with the.
So everybody can vote according to the speech that you liked. The result will be shared at the end. And I guess we can go for a 5 minutes break also, but then after the polling is done. So in the meantime, I would like to ask the audience, what do you think about back to roots? What is your idea of back to roots? Breaking away and escaping into maybe, you know, the kind of hub that you've created for yourself. The place which is maybe a shade, a shelter from this bright sun that comes on us in our daily life. Anyone who would want to share?
For me, going back the roots is I was born and brought up in village amongst the lush green nature, and I always like the nature. But however, last 25 years, I am in concrete jungle. So for me, going back the roots is I started trekking and going back to the nature once in a while, can be once in a month or once in a 3 months. So that gives me a me time. Yeah, that's my going back to the roots.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sudhakar. So now we can go for a 5 minutes break, and it's 7:53. We can meet at 7:58. And I would like more ideas coming up. What you think is your idea of going back to the roots? So let's meet after the break.
Sourav playing the music?
Yes, I so very much wish that it keeps on playing in the background.
Yeah, he has a lovely collection.
Yes.
Every time he plays it.
Yes. Can we have it little bit at a lower pitch, DTM Sourav, for the next couple of minutes, so that it goes as a background music for me? Yes, so thank you very much, everybody, for being back well in time. Therefore, on every morrow, are we reading a flowery band to bind us to the earth? Spite of despondence, of the inhuman dearth of noble natures, of the gloomy days, of all the unhealthy and overdarkened ways, made for our searching. Yes, in spite of all, some shape of beauty moves away the pall from our dark spirits. A thing of beauty is a joy forever, a source of everlasting pleasure. It keeps us from being overwhelmed by our worldly concerns. Pleasure is definitely our escape from reality, and beauty and pleasure is something very subjective. It can change from person to person. And just something, can we continue with the music? It was going very wonderfully with the theme, TTM Sourav. Now, certain things that I could put together, I'll want to show. I won't feel like talking very much also. Can I have the screen sharing happening? Toastmaster Bimpy?
Yes, you have sharing access.
No, it's not happening right now. It was earlier. Yeah, now it's there.
Okay.
Yeah. So back to roots or back to basics does not mean just one particular thing. From the very beginning till now, so many things people have been talking. One very beautiful thing that DT and Sourav spoke about was trust fall. Being in Toastmasters, the trust fall thing that he has developed, it was very beautiful. And one more thing that was mentioned by Toastmaster Sudharma, the gratitude journal, different things, different ways, different perceptions. Now we try to manage everything. I have to do it. I have to do it. I have to manage. But no, let's calm ourselves. And the thing takes its own course and the problem is solved. DTM Monica spoke about this thing a little bit, what the pediatrician said. We are so bent upon teaching things from the outside world to the children that the inner world takes a back seat. And hence, so many problems people are facing with the children. We need to teach them the small things, certain things which go unnoticed. Because if they start valuing those things, they'll start valuing other life forms, not just other humans. And probably we will have less old age homes also happening around us. We need to give a pause. Our phones need recharging. Our laptops need recharging. What about us? Don't we need that? All of us know it. It's just time to rethink and prioritize. And so what? I think this was also mentioned by DTM Sourav. So what if we fail? Isn't it? It's our perception. If I feel, oh, I failed, then I failed. The world will think like that. But no, I've gained so much experience. I've pocketed so much of it that let's move ahead. So this is what life is, a series of million tiny miracles. It's just that we need to open that kind of eye to be able to notice them. Now getting back to the meeting and this next section of the meeting, which is the table topic section. So for this, I would invite the table topic master, who is Toastmaster Renu Kaushal. Toastmaster Renu hails from Mohali. She paused her journey of software engineering for embracing motherhood. Later, her children emerged as her ultimate motivation. A dreamer by nature and an avid knowledge seeker, she is poised to embark on new life roles. Communication has been a constant thread in her story, whether on the school stage, as a young girl in speech contests, or as a storyteller to her children, and now I think over here also in Toastmasters, Renu Kaushal. Going back to roots for Renu is to listen to old film songs or instrumental music like santoor, flute, or the tabla. Over to you, table topic master Renu Kaushal.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for such a kind introduction. Hello, my fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. I am the table topic master for today, and I shall be providing some table topics to spark your thoughts. These table topics enables each of one of us to develop the skills of impromptu speaking. The table topics train members to quickly organize and express their thoughts. You can think of the table topic speech as a mini speech with an opening, a body, and a conclusion. This also provides a speaking opportunity for any member who is not on duty in the meeting agenda. So guests may also heartily participate if they wish so. Each speaker on the table topic is required to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. The participants who exceed the time limit of 2 minutes and 30 seconds shall be disqualified. So are we ready for the table topics? I can see certain hand raised. May I request Toastmaster Tara Chand to step forward? Okay. The topic for today is junk food's popularity relies on marketing. Junk food popularity relies on marketing.
Toastmaster Renu, who is the speaker?
Toastmaster Tarachand. Tarachand.
He's not responding. I've requested him to unmute. You can move on to the next speaker.
Yeah. May I request Bhavya? I can see Bhavya's hand raised.
Yes, sure.
Yeah. Okay. What is the nicest thing you have done to anyone? Can you remember of any such thing that you have done to anyone?
Can you repeat the topic again?
Which is the nicest thing you have done to anyone?
Okay. I think intentionally or unintentionally, we are always doing things, and sometimes the things are good, sometimes they are nice, and sometimes they are bad. So, for me, I would think that I'm a very influential person. So, whatever I decide that, okay, I'll pursue these studies, people get influenced by me and go to a very similar career path. So when I was in 12th, I decided to do that. I will do architecture after my 12th. So two of my best friends got very much influenced by me and they both also pursued architecture. Then when I was about to complete my architecture, I decided that I will go for a master's degree in design, and four of my best friends got somehow influenced. I don't know how, but they also applied for masters in design, and luckily we all got into the same college. So I think that's something really nice that I have done to people, that people get influenced by me, and I have been a very much big influential person into like six of my friends' lives. So I believe that's one of the nice thing I have done. And I know many people who are very secretive, that whatever career goals they have, they would not share with anyone and just keep it as a secret and just go alone. But I am a person that who thinks that if I need to go far, I need to go along with people, and if I go fast, I would be just alone and would not be able to reach a long way. So I think I am very supportive and don't keep things secret to other people. So that's one of the nice thing about me, and it has helped many people. So that's one of the nice thing I have done to people. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Bhavya, for that thing. I really believe honesty in relationships is very important, be that friends or fellow students or peers. So, yeah, thank you so much, Bhavya. Next, I may ask Toastmaster Sudhakar. Okay, like continuing with the heritage of the theme of the meeting today. I would like to ask you if how do storms make trees take deeper roots? Storms make trees take deeper roots.
Can you actually type in the chat?
Sure, I will.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure whether I understood properly. However, I think when we talk about the culture, right? Sometimes, particularly when we are at 21st century of 2024, where we are talking about AI, many of the things we have actually forgotten about our culture, about our roots, about our religion. And one of the thing is what I realized of late is that about spirituality. I think when we talks about spirituality, normally people say, okay, once you reach 50 or 60, that is where people talk about the spirituality, right? So maybe sometimes it can be meant to be nirvana, but for me, the spirituality about, I always say the practical spirituality. And I was saying some other day in argument that spirituality should be taught at the age of 20, even in, school or colleges, if not schools, at least colleges, because spirituality is not about moksha or about after 50 or 60, about looking at life or what I have done, etc., etc. Spirituality is understanding the self, understanding the reality, understanding whole aspect. It is, life is not about when we born and when we death, I mean, birth or death. Life is beyond that. We are a history of 5,000 years. We are talking about Bhagavad Gita and actually beyond, right? So for me, it's about, I will say, practical spirituality, not even spirituality, looking at the whole aspect. So I think that is what about going the roots, etc., because it covers everything. It also talks about self and whole aspect of the human religion. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sudhakar. I think that was well taken and well understood also. I really meant by that only whenever problems come in our lives, we do need to get back to our roots and come out more stronger. Thank you so much. May I request Toastmaster Manoj for the topic? Children's learn what they live in. Children's learn what they live in.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, and especially Toastmaster, table topic master Renu Kaushal. If I have to look back, children's what they learn, let me put this in an analogy saying that, have you seen about before icebergs? If you see icebergs would stand without any problem, depending on how depth the icebergs are there. Yeah. The reason why I said this analogy here is that no matter how your relationship in your family, how your upbringings are there, how you've grown up in your family, makes a lot of stuff on your children, makes a lot of weather. If your family is disjointed, if your relationships are broken, if your relationships are worst, it will have a direct implications to your children. If your family is great, if your cultures are very well written and well brought up, it have a direct impact on your children. So going back to analogy of iceberg, it's all about your foundation, how depth is there. If your depth is very, very great, your foundation of your kids are there. It's not about the educations, it's not about all those things. It's about the values, the ethics, how you morally develop those things in your children, make you long-standing there, and it will weather all those problems, whether all those stresses, whether all those things kind of challenges you're facing in your professional life, your personal life, or outside the world. It will definitely help you out. So with having said that, now think about how people are being brought up in those kind of areas. So I would go back to my analogy of icebergs. We'll have a direct reflections to your answer, and back to you, table topic master Renu Kaushal.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manoj. I was saying that was very well taken. I truly agree that children in a disjointed family are not come out that stronger as in a well emotionally connected families. Thank you. May I request Sourav, Toastmaster Sourav Dutta to please step forward. The topic for you, yes. Toastmaster Sourav, the topic of, yes. Yeah, the topic is life was better when technology was more simple. Life was better when technology was more simple.
I belong to that generation which saw the floppies come in, the floppies go, the CDs come in, the CDs go, the internet come in, the email come in, Now the emails are on their way out. I mean, just think, when was the last time you sent an email? And then think, when was the last time you sent a WhatsApp message? You will get your answer, right? So I've actually seen technology come in, rule, and then die. One thing I've realized, that life is not better or worse because of any kind of invention or technological innovation. Life is complete in itself. All of these things that we do, whether, when people did not have cars, for instance, when people did not have computers, was their life any worse or any better? I don't think so. You may feel that, how were people walking for days to reach from one city to another? We don't even spend a few minutes, we just spend a few hours or sometimes less than an hour to go from one country to another. So the point here is that life does not become better or worse because of technology, because of innovation. We invent or we innovate depending on the necessities that we have at that point of time. The necessities of today were redundancies of yesterday. The necessities of today would probably be a laughing stock for tomorrow. Can you imagine anyone saying that I will need a floppy disk today? Can you imagine anyone saying that I bought a Sony Walkman? Imagine your partner gifting you a packet of CDs in today's age. A divorce or a breakup is guaranteed, right? So that's what technology is in our life. It is just an addendum, just an accessory. I am a strong believer in the fact that technology is a very good slave and a very bad master. If we let technology decide whether our life is good or bad, then we are doomed. Tabletop master.
Thank you, PT and Sourav. May I request Aruna P to please come forward?
Yeah.
Yeah, the topic for you today is like, what are your favorite yet simple pleasures? What are your favorite yet simple pleasures?
Okay. So I am a kind of person who enjoys each and every moment, and I am very passionate about dance, and I am a badminton player. So in my childhood and even in my office career, so I was continuously a badminton champion. And I always dance. I never learned dance, and I'm not a trained dancer, but I like to dance, and I always participate in dance. And I find very good pleasure when I go for dance workshop. And there are many people who makes fun when I started with the dance, because I'm not a trained dancer, so I always lose the beat. But I never gave up that. I continued, and now also when any office function is there, I always participate for dance. And that gives me a lot of pressure. And even the sports activities and the social activities, there are a lot of things which gives pleasure for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aruna. That was very nice to know about you. Okay. May I request Toastmaster Kumar Tarajan, if is available? Toastmaster Jitender?
Yeah, I can take it. Yes.
Yeah. Your topic is, which fictional place would you like to visit? Which fictional place would you like to visit?
Which fictional place I would like to visit? Now we are in 2024 and still we haven't reached to the Mars. We send a lot of satellites and robotic machines to see how Mars looks. But that is the one place which is always, make me curious that what lies on the other side of the planet. That is the one place which I want to explore and go there and see how is life without this noise around us, whether it's a traffic, family, friends. Can we stay alone without even spoiling the nature? Can we survive with the minimum basic needs with food and water in a minimalistic way? So definitely that is one thing I look forward in future, and I'm sure how technology is advancing, one day we will see that people are landing on Mars very soon, though it take more than a year to reach that, but how technology is progressing very fast, I'm sure we can reach within months, not years. So that is one place I want to visit if if it is a possible to visit there. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jitender. That was wonderful. I also really look forward to go to Mars one day.
Table topic master, I would like to take a topic if someone else is the time.
I'll take the time. I'll take the time. Carry on.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. The topic for you today is what is one thing about your life that you celebrate? What is one thing about your life that you celebrate?
Life is all about celebration. For me, even in the ups and downs, I feel I need to celebrate. The one thing that I love to celebrate about my life, that is my failures. It may sound a little confusing that why do you celebrate failure? I celebrate my failure because that is more than my success. At every step, whatever we want to do, there are 4 failures, 5 failures before one success comes in. Now, why failure is important? Because it teaches us a lot. First, it teaches you to be humble, especially when I have started going into a field, professional field, and getting some success. One failure pulls you down and teaches you to remain humble. The recent example being that I took part in the international contest and I did not get any place in that. I was not well prepared. I was very nervous, showing me that I need to be sitting, doing my work properly to achieve that success. That lesson I will be carrying with me whenever I'm given a work, not to take it at the face value or not to feel that I can do well every time, even without the due preparation required. So for me, it is the failures that I celebrate, because after 5 failures, there will be one success, and that success will be damn sweet. And that success is something which I will cherish. So for me, failure. Over to you, table topic master.
Wow, that was wonderful, Samita. I truly agree with that because failures to me also, they make me more mindful. I also become more mindful when I fail at some few things. Okay. Others,
Toastmaster Renu, Toastmaster Sudharma, she has raised her hand.
yeah, yes, I'll take that. I think she's busy with a contest there. If we can ask some more people to step forward. Monica, would you like to take a topic? Okay. Bindu, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, but video might be a little bit of a problem. Is that all right?
Okay. Yeah, that is perfectly fine. Yeah. Okay, your topic is things you learned in lockdown. Things you learned in lockdown.
Well, the most important thing is that you can take nothing for granted. And I think this is something that everyone has done. Before lockdown, we had an idea of what our future would be, a preconceived idea. We probably had an idea of how we would be 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 3 years from now, even 1 year from now. But what happened during lockdown? You didn't have an idea where you would be the next day. Would you be healthy? Would you be ill? Would you have COVID? Would you succumb? everything became an uncertainty. You would go out, you'd worry if, would you be in time to get milk, to get vegetables on the line? You would, come the evening, you wouldn't even feel like entertainment because you know that, or you'd even wonder, would you have a job the next day? So you realize that nothing is predictable, is permanent. You can't take things for granted. You can't take people for granted. And some of the beautiful things came after that: appreciation, the value for what we had, and also the relativeness of things, how important relationships were. Just getting a phone call from someone concerned about you or making a phone call to someone else. I must have visited people, called people that I haven't contacted for ages during that period. It was a real transformation period for all of us, a period of appreciation of everything. Of course, with it now, it's a little bit of a reversal, as if we don't even know that lockdown existed. But for all of us who have gone through COVID, I think there is a little change in our mental DNA that appreciates, or at least has got into appreciating, the things that we take for granted. So, Madam Toastmasters, that is the most important thing I learned during lockdown, to appreciate everything and everyone that life has given. Back to you.
Wow, that was wonderful. I also totally agree that we must appreciate each and every moment and each and every person that we have in our lives. May I ask Toastmaster Sudharma for the topic? Yeah. Are you ready, ma'am?
Yes.
What makes you feel most empowered? What makes you feel most empowered?
What's make you feel most empowered? I have heard the word empowering women, and I think I have not done anything to empower women, but I found that word from that sentences, empowering women. My friend, when I was doing my MBA, my friend was very enthusiastic and engaging in that empowering entrepreneurs. And that day I searched the word because it was a new word to me. And I was thinking, she is doing a great job empowering others. I also thought, should I empower others? Can I empower others? I was thinking. I just realized, being example person, no, being who I am is most empowering thing I can do, because I realized my friends and my neighbors ask from me, how you are doing these things, how you are doing these things and all. I was thinking I did nothing, but I just live my life. No other empowerment or inspiration. I am just living myself to the fullest which I can do, and it will be an empowerment to others. And I realized, yes, it was the best empowerment I can give. So, my dear Toastmasters, what is your empowerment you like to give others? Are you doing something to empower others? So you are just living your life as example, you're giving empowerment or inspiration to others. Just think little bit. I am also still thinking to ways empower others. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Madam Sudharma, for that. Yeah, I also feel inspiring others is also empowering for us. We draw our own inspiration by inspiring others. To me, empowerment means financial independence. But yes. May I request one more volunteer for the listener, Raja Balaji? Would you like to take up the topic?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, I'll have a topic for you is what kind of furniture? What kind of furniture would you like to buy? Let's
What kind of furniture would I like to buy?
yeah.
I never thought of buying any furniture. Right now, I'm living a very simple life, and even I don't have any furniture at all. I have just one chair in my room, and I will sleep in my sleep on the floor, and I used to sit in Sukhasana every day. So that's keep me good. So if you ask me what kind of furniture, I don't have any answer to that. In future, I may buy some kind of furniture, but I don't have answer about that. Over to you.
Thank you so much. That was very simple living and high thinking. I would say that. I have thought of buying myself a recliner chair like my grandfather had once. So that brings me to the end of the table topic session. Thank you everyone for your active participation. Back to you, TMOD Jaspreet.
Thank you very much, Table Topic Master Renu, for bringing up such meaningful topics. They were so much in sync with today's theme. Before we move ahead, Timer, could you tell us if there is any disqualification today?
No, in the table topics, there is no disqualification.
All right, thank you so much. Now I would like to invite Toastmaster Shrilakshmi for the general evaluation of the session. Toastmaster Shrilakshmi.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Jaspreet. Now it's time for us to know how we did with meetings, how we did with how our speaker delivered our speeches for our evaluation round, TAGL report, everything. Now it's time to call our evaluator one for Toastmaster Sudharma's speech. Evaluator one is Toastmaster Manoj Nair. He's an IT consultant by profession, been with Toastmaster for last couple of years back. During his free time, likes to watch Malayalam movies, loves his walk in the woods and play table tennis. Over to you, Manoj.
Thank you, General Evaluator Shrilakshmi Hegde, and all those lovely guests in this digital world, and target speaker Sudharma Parera. What a hook statement, rhetorical question you start with. How many times you say thank you? Now you stood there, given a pause, you're asking for everyone to respond. No one responded back. So what you did, you picked up the Toastmaster of the day, Jaspreet Kaur, and asked them. Now that gives a complete reflection of how good a seasoned speaker you are. You are an experienced speaker. You know how to play with those games when people don't respond back to them. Back to some of the experienced Toastmaster and get the answer from there. Once you get the hook of it, then that was an easy flow for you. The speech was a huge amount of information sprinkled throughout your speech from the start to the end. I like the way your gestures, your subtle movement, your gestures, which really complements with your voice and the words you have used in your speech. I like the way you have increases your vocal varieties, the tone, the pitch, the pace, the volumes of your speech was very brilliantly used. You know that what you used to. Sometimes where you have used was like you mentioned about the mountains of the garbage in Colombo. You raise the voice. When the speech was more about emotions, enthusiasm, you raise the tone. The vocal variety was high. When there was something about you're bad or when you're feeling pessimistic, you took it and nosedive into it. So that gives a kind of reflection. Now, how can Toastmaster Sudharma Parera can take her speech into a good to an extraordinary? Now, we as a human being, let me tell you this anecdotically. We have a mental kind of retention of our stories, same like a goldfish. We got a 9 seconds. Your story has a huge amount of information throughout your speech, bombarded actually. Your signpostings, your takeaways, your call to actions are so much of information I can able to digest. Now, your word of per minute was roughly about maybe 180 to 190. Generally, as a conversational, when you do it, you have a speech of 140 to 150 or maybe 150 to 160. Everyone is not a same, like everyone can't digest that kind of information. Maybe slow down kind of thing. That really helps you to get your message digest into the audience. The second thing which I believe was your story. I really like the way you start with, but the conversation between you and your son. People like facts, but facts fades, story sticks. You know, bring those stories into your speech. Get into under the skin of the game. So that's really going to make impact. Have a conversation with your son. Tell them the conversation. How did he take the gift? Did you ask about whether he get the gratitudes and all those things? But overall, I like the way you have used, because I believe vocal variety and body language is the spice of storytelling, and you have nailed it. But those minor tweaks, if you can do in your speech, that can really make impact and take it long way. Over to you, Toastmaster General Evaluator Shrilakshmi Hegde.
Thank you.
Thank you, G. So thank you, Evaluator Manoj, for a fantastic evaluation. I resonate with you very well. And Sudharma, I have only one recommendation for you. In the beginning, you started with the great enthusiasm, great energy, interact with audience. But I felt while you are ending your speech, I felt your energy was little bit lost when you are about to finish your speech. So please, next time when you are delivering your speech, please keep in mind you should maintain that same energy, the same josh, that energy, enthusiasm, everything should be there in the way. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Evaluator, for a fantastic evaluation. Now it's time to call our Evaluator 3, Evaluator 2, Bhavya Jain. She's from Toastmasters Club of West Delhi. She has served Vice President Education and President in her previous club. By profession, she's an architect and a UX designer. She is currently working as a designer. Bhavya, can you evaluate Monica Ashwini, our target speaker? Your target speaker.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shrilakshmi, for the introduction. Toastmasters and their guests, did you saw how Toastmaster Monica took us to a beautiful storyline, how the communication works for those who work at it? I think everyone in this room would agree to it, because that's why we all are here at Toastmasters and working on our communication skills. I love how Toastmaster Monica started her speech with a quote. And in the ending, she had a call to action to make sure that we also improve our communication skills. I think her introduction and ending to the speech were amazing, which made the speech memorable and took all our attention as an audience. I love how she told us how she implemented her communication plan with engaging content, binding facts, personal life stories, personal and professional upbringings, and very interestingly connected all into a beautiful storyline. Some things which I could have done differently in her speech would be adding a few pauses. If the speaker adds a few pauses to their speech, it helps as an audience to absorb the message better and relate to it in a much better way. Secondly, the speaker can add some vocal variety to her speech. She took us to a journey where there were various breakholders and turning points which were a part of her communication plan. If she emphasized on those sentences or words, it could make us as an audience more aware of her content. For example, when she said, "This is where I went wrong," if she added more vocal variety to that point and make it more emphasized by speaking it slowly and loudly, like, "That is where I went wrong." And when she talked about she lacked networking skills, I lack networking skills. She talked about what, why, how well. If she adds these words with some hand gestures like what, why, how well, this could help us as an audience to go through her speech in a much better way. So if the speaker adds a little bit vocal variety and hand gestures to her speech, it would definitely enhance her speech. And to challenge herself, she can take care that her eye contact is right at the camera center, because in virtual meetings, we often get carried away and look somewhere else, but we need to make sure that our focus is right in the center of camera. She was very comfortable on the stage and had clarity and good audience awareness. A little work on hand gestures and vocal variety would take her speech to the next level. That's all from my side.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhavya. Yeah, very well, very well. Fantastic. Thank you for a fantastic evaluation. Now it's time to call our evaluator 3, Smruti Mohanty, for evaluating Yogita Upadhayay. Smruti was a sales manager by profession and a certified soft skill trainer by interest. After almost a decade, she is now full-time management student by virtue of time. She joined Toastmaster to sharpen her saw of public speaking. Outside Toastmaster, she is mindful, introverted soul whose life revolves around food made by others, family, and dance.
Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator. I remember the quote stated by John F. Kennedy that let us never negotiate out of fear, but let us never fear to negotiate. And Toastmaster Yogita, with your speech, you enforced these quotes that was ringing in my mind continuously in those 5 to 7 minutes. You started your speech with a quote where you said about the power and weaknesses, the balancing act when it comes to negotiation. You caught me there. I was more keen to know about your speech, about your journey with your very first statement. Not only that, in your speech, you brought 2 characters. One where you actually failed a bit failure because of your less understanding about negotiation, and how beautifully you paved your path by having a thorough understanding about the act. I loved when you actually felt a bit envy with Ram and Anita when they got promoted, but somehow you lagged. You tried to impress, however, the understanding of negotiation didn't take you to that level. You have structured your speech in a very beautiful manner. You started with defining what exactly the factors of being a good negotiator. Later, you switched to your story and you closed your speech with a call of action where you ask the audience that if you want to do certain things, you have to ask for it. You have really structured it, brought all possible aspects to your speech, and that reflect that you have literally met the project objective by highlighting your understanding about negotiation and sharing a small aspect where you have faced the pros and cons of not understanding or understanding the same. Now, when we are actually thoroughly discussing about the entire aspect where we have literally glorified everything, how about let's do something which will help us to make this speech, a tiny, miny speech, to a greater level. Now, how the same can be done? I love the part where you actually stood throughout the entire session and delivered with great hand gestures. But your speech had dialogues. Now, when we have dialogues in place, people expect to bring vocal variety. But I'll not ask you to stick to vocal variety. I'll give you another aspect or alternative to the same. When you have dialogues and you somehow feel that you can't bring more pitch or pauses to it, let's just try to use this camera. If you really want to emphasize something, stay a bit closer to the same. For example, when your senior manager said that you already are getting paid, what exact as per the industry standard, you can choose to come a bit close to the camera and deliver the same dialogue. That might sound that she's literally emphasizing something very strong to you. And then while you're answering the same, you can take a step back and answer it. So while you want to emphasize on dialogue, if you think you can command of the vocal variety, do that. Else, we can also use this virtual presence that will help us to bring that. Second, it's a small recommendation when you actually post a question in between, like, I felt this, how many of you felt the same? Actually, 2-3 people raise their hands. So next time we can acknowledge the same. Overall, a great speech delivered, which reflected on your understanding. We enjoyed the same. Just a minute filling the gap with the more attention will help you to nail it further. Thank you so much. Back to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Yogita. Thank you, Smruti. Yeah, very well said, Smruti. You and I resonate with it. If anyone raise hands while delivering speech, if they want to interact, we should let them speak. We should keep them interact. We should keep interact with them. Okay, now it's time for us. Timer, all the evaluator in time. Samita?
Yes, only Toastmaster Bhavya Jain has not qualified. Rest, both of them have qualified.
No. Okay. Now it's time for first TAGL report. Timer, can you show the timer report, please?
Yes, just give me a second.
Okay, okay.
Can you all see my screen?
No.
Not visible?
Okay. It's not visible.
Okay, so in prepared speeches, Sudharma Parera, she has taken 5 minutes 45 seconds. Yogita has taken 8 minutes 15 seconds, and Toastmaster Monica Ashwini has taken 6 minutes 50 seconds. For the table topics, all of them were well within the time. And for evaluation, Toastmaster Manoj has taken 3 minutes 19 seconds. Toastmaster Smruti has taken 3 minutes. Bhavya Jain, she has taken 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Over to you. I'll be pasting it in the chat section.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Samita. Now it's time for our counter report. Toastmaster Jitender, can you give the R counter report?
We can't hear you, Toastmaster Jitender.
Are you able to hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay. So when I look at my R counter report, today's winner is R. That is most common filler used by most of our speakers. So how can you avoid that? Maybe when you speak, you can take a pause, which will reduce this R usage, and try to record yourself. That will also help you to analyze that where you are using the R, and you can take a pause and reduce it further. Second one, R counter is and. So, and whenever we try to relate things or frame a bigger sentence, we try to use and. How can you avoid it? You can break the sentence into smaller chunks. And with the help of this, you can avoid the usage of and. Overall, I'm very happy with today's meeting because total number of filler words and R counter is less than 50. And I'll be sharing my report in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jitender. Now it's time for our very important report, that is grammarian report, how well we are with grammatical usages. And now I call our grammarian for today, Toastmaster Upasana goes.
Is my screen visible?
Yeah, it's visible now.
Yeah. So today word of the day was heritage, and only our TTM has used the word, Toastmaster Renu. A very good usage of words were there today in overall meeting. There were a good usage of rhetorical question which were used by Toastmaster Sudharma and Monica. Anaphora was used by again Toastmaster Monica and DTM Sourav. Quote was used by Toastmaster Yogita of John Kennedy regarding negotiation. Hyperphora was used by Toastmaster Sudharma. Metaphors were used by Toastmaster Jaspreet, Renu, DTM Sourav, and Toastmaster Bindu. 3 recommendation: to keep rather than to keep. Continuously winner, we can say consecutively winner, and in the ending, it should be in the end. This was my grammatical report. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, grammarian Toastmaster Upasana, and you have did a fantastic job. Introduce the very simple word historical, which resonates very well with the theme also. But we have got less usage of the word of the day. It would be fantastic if everyone used more word of the day heritage. Now it's time for our listening round, question and answer round. Now I call our listener Raja Balaji for our
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. Now it's a time to listen our skills. What was the one thing our presiding officer tried in Toastmasters? New thing. What was the one new thing our presiding
Humor.
officer did?
Humor.
Exactly. What was the one good habit or TMOD practicing in her life?
Taking notes.
Taking notes.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Coming to prepared speech, what was the one message you took from our speaker, Sudharma?
Gratitude.
Gratitude.
Arigato. Exactly. And coming to second speaker, what are the questions she asked her to develop herself, to develop her communication skill?
What?
What are the
Why?
4 questions?
What?
Yes.
Why? What?
Yes.
Why? How? How well?
Fantastic. Super. And coming to third speaker, what are the 3 skills she spoke about in her speech? What are the 3 skills? Major skills.
Negotiation.
In this,
Listening,
yes,
understanding, thinking out of the box.
Right.
super, super. And coming to table topics, according to our Toastmaster Sudhakar's point of view, when was the right age to taught spirituality?
School.
Cool.
20.
Age
20.
number
20.
20. Yes. Which fictional place our Toastmaster Jitender like to visit?
Mass.
Yes. Let's celebrate our failure and cherish our success. It was said by whom in our
Toastmaster
table?
Samita.
Super. And what was that John F. Kennedy's quote?
Don't fear to negotiate. Fear. Don't fear to negotiate, and something like that. I forgot.
Smruti?
Or don't negotiate
No.
out of fear, something like that.
Like, can you say that?
Don't negotiate out of fear, but never fear to negotiate.
Yes, never fear to negotiate.
Thank you so much for
Thank
giving
you.
me this opportunity, Toastmaster. Madam General Evaluator, back to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Raja Balaji listener, for fantastic questions. Questions was very interactive, and I know everyone are engaged in this session. Now, coming to the evaluation of the entire meeting, general evaluation of the entire meeting, I know how whether it's Vice President Education, Sergeant at Arms are working from the weeks, working hard to have working to have a good meeting. Sergeant at Arms Bimpy was standing in the group behind the back also behind the screens also. She's doing a lot of work with the sharing introductions, sharing the title, speech title, sharing what project, everything she's doing. She did a fantastic job. She has worked very hard for not only this meeting, for every meeting. They did a fantastic one. Congratulations, Toastmaster Bimpy. I loved the way you are handling it very well. And even Sudharma also working hard to find role players, everything. They both are doing very good job. And now coming to today's start of the meeting, Toastmaster Bimpy started exactly at 7, welcoming the guests, members, everyone. And Bimpy, you did a fantastic job as behind the screens, and as a sergeant arms also. But one recommendation I have, as you are the one who are playing sergeant of the arms, you are the one who are starting the meeting. So next time, please smile when you are starting the meeting. It will be great impact. Your smile will have. It will carry throughout the meeting. Everyone will feel happy, positive vibes throughout the meeting, because you are the one who are starting the meeting. Please smile when you are starting the meeting, when you are welcoming everyone in the meeting. Then she handed over the stage to our presiding officer, GTM Sourav. As we all know, he's fantastic as always as a presiding officer. Now coming to Toastmaster of the day, Jaspreet. Jaspreet also working hard from the many days. Even today morning also she messaged me asking to know more about me while introducing me. What is the one thing most people not know? Those questions help me to think, understand me more I know she messaged everyone in the role, all the role takers. It not only me, it helped everyone to know more about them. One thing that no one knows me about in the meeting, in the Gabbys, these things, this is a fantastic job. You worked very really hard as a Toastmaster of the day. You are doing officer's work also. You worked really hard. I appreciate it. I request everyone to give applause for Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Jaspreet. Fantastic job, Toastmaster Jaspreet. I loved it, the way you messaged me and all the other role takers also. That one thing, Jaspreet, I love. I wanted you also to smile as a Toastmaster of the day. You are the host of the meeting. Please, next time when you are playing Toastmaster of the day, please smile. It will be more impactful. It would be our meeting would be successful. You are the host. When you go for a meeting, if host doesn't smile, only he delivers speeches, it doesn't have impact, right? So next time, please smile. It would have been more impactful. You would have carried. It would have been, or meeting would have been fantastic. And today we are doing good, done good. But if your smile would have been more power to our meeting. And one thing, Jaspreet, I felt you should have in the beginning only. You should have asked one or two. Later, second round you asked her questions, but in the beginning I felt you should have asked her questions in the audience. It would have been more impactful. It helped connected with audience also. Then overall, it's a fantastic. You did a fantastic job as a Toastmaster of the day, introducing all the role takers. You did a fantastic job. And now coming to our table topic master, Toastmaster Renu Kaushal, you explained about all the. You explained about the toaster TTM, everything, but you explained about timing limit, everything. One recommendation, only one recommendation I have. And sorry, before recommendation, one positive point I want to say. You summarized all the table topic speakers, whatever answer they had given. That was the fantastic job. It helps connecting with everyone in the meeting. You also could connect with table topic speakers. You are not only who are non-table topic speaker who are in the meeting, they also could resonate with you and table topic speaker. That's a fantastic job you have done it today. And one recommendation I want to tell you, only one, that is you did a fantastic job. One is some non-Toastmaster guests will also join us. For them to know importance of table topic, it will help us in impromptu speaking. How impromptu speaking will help us in personal life, professional life, in our skill development. Please, next time whenever you're playing a TTM, please tell us about it, explain about it, how it helps in our career, in personal, professional, at every step of our life. Overall, you did a fantastic job. Your questions also very good, fantastic questions. I know audience connected with your questions very well. Everyone gave a fantastic answer. Now coming to my TAGL team, everyone are fantastic, and Evaluator also did a good job. And TAGL team Toastmaster Samita, as usual, whatever role she plays, she does a fantastic job. And one thing I understood that she faced technical issues while doing the screen sharing. Toastmaster Samita, next time please take care of it. Next time you take care of it. Toastmaster Jitender, I want to tell you that next time please show the screen to explain when you are telling about R counter, how much you can tell whoever use less number of cuts or post filler words, and you can show in the report. And Grammarian, you did a fantastic job, and listener also you asked fantastic questions, which I know most of us were, most of us are answering to your questions. I know everyone are listening, whoever listening to your attentive in the meeting, answered your questions. Overall, it's a fantastic meeting. We are on the time. It's 8:58. Now it's time for as our time should start from 7 to 9. Now I hand over the stage to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Jaspreet. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Jaspreet.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator Shrilakshmi, for bringing up the positives and negatives both in an equal measure of today's meeting. Now, I would just want one video to be shown before we end the session. Can we do it, details?
We can now, it's about Toastmaster Jaspreet, please continue the play.
Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Especially for women, unfortunately, the expectation is that you won't be confident and you won't be able to withstand tremendous pressure. So when you have to go through all the pressure, act as if you're confident, you're absolutely in control. And if you really do need to scream or have a good cry, which I did now and then, I locked my room and I said to my secretary, don't let anybody in here for 15 minutes.
Did you cry?
Yeah, sure.
You cried. Okay, I want to know that. Okay.
Out of frustration.
Yeah.
And then put the makeup back on. Back again.
So this is the power of taking a pause. It's very important to stay connected, to stay grounded, and it is important to let go of our fears and our tears and everything so that the steam is out. So it is even going back to our childhood. So keep the child alive, keep connected with things that help you let go of the steam and make you feel refreshed and recharged, because the ups and downs of life would be there. Stress is coming at us again and again. We need to buckle up and be able to face things with a smile, as the general evaluator wants all of us to smile. So let's do that, face life and its challenges that come to us. Thank you very much, everybody. Now over to you, Presiding Officer DTM Sourav Dutta.
Thank you so much. We are behind time, so I will quickly launch the poll. And I don't think, yeah, we have a guest left. Aruna, would you want to share a quick feedback about the meeting, please? Aruna, are you there? Yeah. Hi, Aruna.
Yes, I think my video is not on. Yeah. Hi. I had attended multiple corporate events from my company. So this is first time I'm attending club to understand how it is different. And I feel like majority of the people are very expert in the communication. And in the corporate world, to be frank, the people who needs actual communication improvement have joined, and the percentage of having people who has good communication is very low, especially in my club. And here I saw the difference. It is like a majority of the people have very good communication skill, and I'm not sure whether they build with the Toastmaster meetings or originally it was like that. I'm not sure of that since it is first meeting, but very good experience, and thanks for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Aruna, for your feedback. Appreciate it. So we definitely built our skills here in Toastmasters. So some people, like I said, that I built my skill of humor. Some built their skill of doing role plays, vocal varieties. Some built their storytelling skills. So all of us started at different levels, but we definitely moved from where we were earlier. Any of the members who would want to share anything? Bindu, I would love to listen to your feedback. Anything you'd want to share with us? No? Okay. Okay, no feedback is a good feedback generally.
Sorry, Sourav. I have something regarding the Zoom download that I have, that everything takes time. To see the chat box, to unmute, everything takes time.
Good things take time. So I guess that the feedback coming up is good. Yeah. Please continue.
Sourav, how can I not have good feedback about Gabbys? Oh, well, let us just say that every meeting, every single meeting, there is something that I can take home from someone, not someone, from several people. And this one was no exception. Of course, I was a little late for the prepared speeches, but the other table topic speakers, and all the role takers, there's always something that I admire, that I feel that I need to incorporate in myself. And finding that little something, inspiring me to continue to improve myself, will always be there in a Gappy meeting. It never disappoints. So that, Sourav, is my feedback to you.
Thank you so much. That's a feedback for all of us. Thank you for building an awesome club that we are also proud of. Anyone else? Monica, I'm deliberately asking the non-officers.
For me, obviously, I think it's been a very it's a journey full of learning. So I started off with a journey wherein I always used to structure my speeches, write down my speeches, and then used to deliver it. But thanks to Gabbys, now I'm close to being an ad-lib speaker. So I structure it in my head. So that's a big accomplishment for me. Thank you.
There you go, Aruna. So Monica went from becoming a speaker who used to write his speeches to becoming an ad lib speaker. So ad lib speaker is someone who don't script the speech, they speak on the go. So I'll not take any more time because I know that we are way past our scheduled meeting time. So we have got some very interesting results coming our way. I'll announce the results for the meeting today. The best auxiliary role taker are, one of them has left the meeting, other person is still in the meeting, I guess so. Yes. So the best auxiliary role takers for today are Toastmaster Upasana Ghosh as our grammarian, who's left the meeting, and Toastmaster Raja Balaji as the listener. Congratulations, Toastmaster Raja Balaji. Can we put Raja on spotlight? Our VPM loves to make loves to see the pictures of the winners. Okay, so let's quickly close this. Okay, done. Thank you, Raja. Congratulations for the best auxiliary role taker. Moving on, the next category would be the best speaker, and the best speaker for today is Toastmaster Sudharma Parera. Congratulations, Toastmaster Sudharma. Okay, let us quickly take a screenshot. There we go. And all the best for the area contest that's coming up. For those who do not know, Toastmaster Sudharma is going for the area contest in Sri Lanka. I forgot the name of the district, but which district was that, Sudharma?
District 82.
82. Yeah, so and Monica comes a close second. Monica has a club contest coming up, by the way. So everyone, please, brace yourself because there's a terrific club contest coming up this Saturday. Moving on, the best evaluator for today is this one stays home, goes to our VP membership of the Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Smruti Mohanty, who's incidentally also the contest chair of the terrific contest that's coming up this weekend. Moving on, we have the best, where are the results? Why don't I see the results? Yeah, here they are. Okay, moving on. We have got the best speaker, then the best role taker for today is the person who loves to take notes. Heartiest congratulations to Toastmaster Jaspreet Kaur for being the best role taker for today. And the best table topic speaker is yours truly. Thank you so much. So with this, I adjourn the meeting of the Gabbys International Toastmasters Club today. See you at the Gabbys contest. A lot of promos will come your way now. We'll keep bombarding you, keep reminding you, and keep making all the contestants nervous. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.